You know, I mean, I love high-value plays. I love it when teams go for them, but this one just feels so dangerous. I really do hate it. 10K getting knocked here out in the blue is unideal. That's from Alpha7 getting a little bit of revenge from that last match that just came through. So that's 2 knocks, 2 potential finishes coming through for Alpha7. 2 elims at the start of this game. Very nice.
Yeah, and they're all the way north of the river still, up north of Roshok. Far off into the blue zone as it starts to crunch on through. Sakura being hunted down, removed from the match. Will not be playing an E-Arena. Nightmare. 4 players stand tall, and Alpha7 are scrapping with Alter Ego.
Yeah, I mean, it's non-stop right now. Krypton on his lonesome inside. The flames blanketing the garage, but not a comfy. They're going to keep pushing in here. I think for R8, you want to get yourself back up to speed, but they're just going to crash it. Okay, I love this from R8. Very dangerous, though.
Oh, they don't love it. They're hating it more and more by the second. Another knock sent over towards to Ida, and that's from Alpha7. Amori now, the last to stand. Does D plus Kia go down in the meantime? Only 1 elim. Not a great start to their tournaments. Their first day not going well. E-Arena now swelling over the top. Alpha7 marching forwards as well to third party. 3 players on E-Arena, but they're busted down to 2 as NC2 does fall to a nade. Alpha7 really putting the crunch on this with another nade, finding its mark over towards 10K. Now just Mormon left standing as they keep continuing forwards. Guizao moves on in, steps in for the fight, gets the spray down. E-Arena pushed aside. Rosemary's in this fight somehow. Okay. He's here from Alter Ego as Amori still down the hill and across the way. Looking to try it.
Come on, Amori, get those shots in. Alpha7 vaulting into the building. ZS pulls the pin on the grenade, has to put it away really quick as Revo, the shotgun maestro, is here. Won't even need it. Uses the side up against him, basically.
And that's Amori to purloin that point from Alpha7. R8 with another one. Pusher now pushing in towards Joker. Spots him. Launch the nade. Joker trying to play fancy on the beat. Will not find it, but Pusher goes down to the burn. That's Revo actually finding that Molotov and getting that elimination point. Now 3 teams remaining blank within the space of 30 seconds. We're down from 10 to 3. And R8 suffering. D plus looking to roll on through. They want more nades. They want more points. R8 do fall. 1 goes down. And now it's all up to Amori. A nade goes long, good on the bounce, but Amori still alive. Hits the deck, stands out for the spray. Revo and Obscure for Alpha7. The last challenge for D plus to find the final elim. But can they do it?
Oh, no!
Fabian's
Oh
down.
no!
Oh
my
just
goodness
at the final
me!
moments. It is D plus Kia.
The rest of Team 9 needs to repel over towards them. Alpha7 though, looking over towards Vampire. Tony K already down, now flushed out. Carrillo takes an absolute whopper to the face there.
Ooh, and Lazarus spotted as well. That is nasty. Vampire now playing on us too. Both players from Alpha7 not getting fully knocked there. Allows them to go for those heals, get those health bars nice and reset. They're looking healthy into this fight. Lazarus nowhere near getting res up here as well. And they're crashing straight on forward. Blank, they want to close this one out, but maybe they've been up more than they can chew. Guizao getting a little bit crazy with it, and maybe not the optimal moment to do so. Oh dear, that's not what you want to see. Alpha7 losing 1.
I mean, it looked kind of sick, you know. He stopped off short and then got out the vehicle and let the momentum propel him over the top of Red Bull. Sadly, didn't quite pan out the way he'd like, but I think for Alpha7, that really does hurt them. And I think that if I was Carrillo, I'd be pretty upset with Guizao right there. You just dropped your team down to 3 for no reason.
Carrillo, though, finds another knock. Looks for the last. It's Lazarus to try and rise above. 1 spray, 1 nade connects. The shotgun around the edge, just not quite enough firepower there. Revo does go down, but they can look for this res again. Well, they are no longer playing on the inside here, but that hovercraft crossing with the smoke cover, it goes up in smoke, but it gets the job done. And now they're close to GOAT team. The nades can start to come on through. Goes long for the response, and that is perfectly placed there. More cooks coming on through, and it's just Killer Joe to try and get it done. But there's a brilliant lineup coming through from Obscure. Might have just saved Killer Joe's skin there. Able to keep them in the game, and a lot of damage pouring on through. Alpha7 take their turn, and oof! It looked like they had it all across the road, but no, the lineup just too brutal to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have made that maneuver, but I think if they got that done slightly quicker, they'd set up a smoke train, honestly, but I think they just had to push that. That they couldn't have delayed as much as they did. Alpha7 has 16 smokes, 14 nades, and I'm almost certain that they win this game.
Almost. That's an interesting addition to that. I feel like you should be more sure. I think you should be 100% sure.
Okay, I'm 100% sure that Alpha7's winning this game.
Okay, let's see if they can convert and make Blank a truth teller, a truth seer, Obscure. With the nade now, a chance to find Killer Joe. Post it through the window. No, the bounce is on. And we'll look to go through the window this time. That looks a little bit better. Forces Killer Joe for the peak. Then they take down another team now. 2 players left to handle. It's Alter Ego on the north side, who are into this one pretty deep. They got 6 elims on this match as well, Blank, so a second place, no matter what, will be good for them. Guizhou gets a little bit too close for comfort, has to back it off. Moana with the nade cooking, launches it forwards. They're nowhere near that. They've already faded away. Alpha7, though, controls so much ground here.
Right now, it is hard to throw those grenades because the arc doesn't support them, as it will just swing past, and they've got to hit the perfect air bounce. But you can see here, they are just going long. That one was much nicer.
Yeah, I feel like that might be the time that Alpha7 try and pull the trigger on this fight. A lot of damage done there. The first aid's furiously coming through, but Revo lands the nade on the knock, and now it's just Moana backed into a corner. Nowhere to go. Alpha7 able to choke the game to a chicken dinner. But they've got 10 elims already, Blank, again, on this match.
You know what? I would love for DRX to crash Alpha7 right now. I'm not even joking, because they're sort of looking towards Alter Ego. And what other option does DRX have?
That is true, and when Regnum Kai starts to get involved as well, that's going to be made harder. I think they're gearing up for it. They're going to go up. Kaikse now, first onto the wall. They're not going all the way in. Hyunbin draws short. A nade sent over towards. Not quite going the full distance there. The Molotov to try and find Guizhou, but Hyunbin goes down from a nade to Revo.
It's a great bounce.
And an immediate flush comes through as well. A good bounce on the nade there. And now DRX are playing on as 3. Alpha7 not going to take any knocks. A bounce from the roof. From Kaikse doesn't find it either. Guerrero burns out the door frame. They are slowing down this one too.
You're crazy.
Into the fire to try and get the nade on through. He's going to burn out, Blank, but could have got huge value there. It's not to be, and now DRX playing as 2.
Oh, that's so sad. He bounced it back through the window, by the way. But yeah, DRX down to 2 players, having to do everything right now. But this has taken a lot of attention off the rest of the circles. Regnum Kanya starts to flow through E-Arena, slicing away at them, up to 7 elims now. Guizhou looks to step out, but QXZ being the final member, and a hell of a bounce.
The roll up from Regnum Kai to look for the last players of E-Arena now. 1 down, 2 down, 3 down, more man down. E-Arena out of it. Loxy may be needing to get picked up here, but they can flex out. They've got a little bit of time to play with. Alter Ego send Alva straight on in, and Alpha7 not on the overwatch. Getting rid of the last player from Vampire. Has he got cover enough to do this?
Regnum Kaya have really no way to assault that position, right? I mean, sure, they have vehicles, but the approach they have to make gives so much time for the guys over on Alpha7 just to pepper them with bullets. But it is the 2 storylines converging right now.
With huge elim counts coming on through.
Nothing else.
Oh yeah, no nades, just 20 smokes.
20 nades for Regnum Kaya and no smokes.
Oh, brilliant. Maybe a little bit of swapsies right now. Silas feeling the lack of smoke as he tries to get away with it, but steps into the blue zone. The damage a little bit too much to handle. He is not going to get back up there, Blank. Zedwolf has marched forwards and is a lot closer and in the next zone. It's a big split. It's an Alter Ego split, actually, coming through from Regnum Kaya this time, as they take down into 3rd place Alter Ego, who do still get huge elim numbers, 12 on the match. But will it be enough without those nades? Because they only have 6 smokes left now. They are inching forwards.
It's really smart, though, the way they're playing this, because they're trying to angle themselves with these smokes further and further out of nade range. It's really well played.
Ooh, Wild can't get too far out from his tree. He knows he's under lock and key.
Oh, that's a great nade.
Revo is there, hops through, but it's not enough. Fancy on the feet, but it is going to still be on target, and a big pickup. Alpha7's rollout just made all the harder. Info can be gathered, sure, but Zedwolf has the sideswipe, and Blank, the smokes have run dry for Alpha7. That was the last one to be taken out.
Oh,
Wild
no.
is the answer, and Guizhou comes in clutch. Zedwolf, can he find it? Carrillo rolls out to Revo.
This one's talking about the 3v2. Zedwolf finds 1, but that's about it, and the blue is at his back. Alpha7 pick themselves up. They're back to back here in match 3.
What a nerve-wracking finish for them.
We're not going to fight you right now. No, we're not going to fight you right now. Great jam.
Oh, yeah.
Great jam.
DRX, though, they're going to fight Team Flash right now. Bose gives it a good go, and 2 players from DRX go down. 9 eliminations there on for DRX. Alpha7 trying to keep them at bay, though, and they are surviving. 13 eliminations,
Come on,
however.
boys.
Comes
Come on,
through
boys.
from GOAT Team. The possibility
Come
of
on.
the 3-peat getting a little bit closer, but Revo is caught. Will get flashed, no answer from Alpha7, but they got the middle of this next zone. DRX trying to stretch their legs forwards, and they've got 9 players. Nades are finding their way towards Alpha7 as well.
DRX not really doing all that much right now. They're kind of keeping it safe, but a 14 elim game is absolutely tremendous. And Alpha7 is pinched. They are so pinched. It's a good initial shot from Carrillo. I don't think Alpha7's living to do much longer here.
Was Carrillo evaded that, but another nade finds its way over towards GOAT Team, and Carrillo gets the heal off. DRX are putting more pressure over towards GOAT Team. Vic could land a nade, Kraken could do something, and Alpha7 can make this work. They need to be worried about the backline. QXC is on an off angle for DRX, still a threat. One more player goes down for GOAT Team. Guisao's looking to pick up the points as well. He flexes out wide around the back here for GOAT Team, and Vic is under so much pressure.
Oh my god.
DRX able to do the dirty towards GOAT Team. They will take them down, but now in a 2 versus 4, Alpha7, they're really up against it with DRX stepping forwards. I don't think they're going to be able to get in the 3-peat. Guisao needs something special. He steps up for 1. So easy now with a challenge, but he goes for the flush instead. That's a little bit too bold. That's a little bit too big for your boots. Alpha7, 1-1-2.
That's also a big fight as well. There we go. Let's take a look at this. Ulf. There they go. That's their cover, but they're going to have to leave it. They're in the vehicle, pushing together as a duo. Alpha7 have the high ground. They should have a good idea of where they're at. Looks like Ulf are able to push into the circle, though, and they're pushing in right towards that. Oh, getting beat up by Goat, though! Oh! And that's it! Ulf are out of there!
Oh, my days. Without glory, without an explosive finish, but a quiet end for Ulf and APG. Alpha7 have done it!
Yes, they have! Alpha7 are your 2025 PMGC champions. The cameramen running towards their direction right now because there ain't anybody close to them on the leaderboards.
Hey, at this point, they might as well just put their hands up and stop playing. It's done. It's done.
Hey, start adding some stuff to the cart at this point, baby, because that money is yours.
I mean, look at this. They are just getting stuck back into it. Alpha7 is reborn, reignited in the knowing of their glory. They want to finish this game and pick up their trophy as soon as possible. What's the easiest way to do that? Well, it's time to wipe the lobby.
Also, MVP is still on the line. That Porsche Cayenne. You gotta make sure that you give your players as many eliminations as possible. Get every single thing you can in this tournament. What a historic run for this squad.
Hey, but you should still let D+ win. For the gram, dude. For the gram.
For the gram. You know, just let's see. Honestly, that's a great. Let's see if D+ can continue on the history of winning every last match at PMGC, or maybe Alpha7 is looking to take that away from them as well.
Nice nade at the top from Fabian. I mean, yeah, definitely a bit of an moment. Nolbu still trying to crawl back towards his teammate. Osal's going to drop down, see if he can pick him up here. Might just be able to get it. Fabian, though, again with the nade. Guizao gets knocked to the play zone once again as they try to pick him up. It's another nade from Fabian. Maybe I was joking. Maybe I was not.
D+ on the move, looking to continue on with their streak here. Guizao is out of there. Rebel got the nade, throwing it through the door. Just a little bit too short here. Now you got Osul putting that pressure on D+. Putting in the work on Alpha7. They are completely trapped here.
Molotov as well, about to be thrown. Cutting off the... Oh, they know. I think that might be them done.
That is got to be it. D+ putting...
Oh, no!
Huge shot. Tries to get the confirmation. The blue zone is coming, though. Can he get this first aid off? I don't think he can. The blue zone's coming. Gets it off at the last second. Jumps out the window. Can he hit the shots? D+ take out Alpha7, but I will admit, They don't look too mad about it.
They don't look too mad about it. D+ with 2 players alive versus Goats 2, Mad Bulls 2, and Karas 3. Oh, I would love to see D+ win this game.
Oh, that would be the most unreal thing ever. And look at that. Rebel giving the high fives to
Hey.
Hedge. Oh, hey!
Hey!
That's a champion right there.
Yeah, he don't realize. He don't realize.
Do you know who that is?
Yeah.
And right now they're just sitting and waiting for that announcement. Here come the high fives. Mafioso, the legend himself. Oh, the tears ringing out. Such a long road coming. D+.
What a beautiful moment, honestly.
What a
For me, it's a beautiful moment as well. I mean, covered these guys for a long, long time. That's sort of why I'm quiet about it right now, just because, I don't know, I think Korea as well as Rebel have been pushing for a long while. For Guizhou as well as Obscure, what a moment for them. Coming on this team and then being that final part of the puzzle. Finally unlocks what they needed to make it happen. It's hard even to be loud about it just because it's a feel-good moment.
Yeah.
A feel-good moment.
It really is. And these guys have worked so incredibly hard all year long. So many tribulations and trials that all these players went through, both individually, as a squad, and then finally raising that trophy above your head. And especially after a pretty rough start to the day. You know, it was not going their way for the most part. Towards the end, though, they make it happen.
Putting my eyes back towards the game, though, DK is kind of winning.
They are gonna win. And win every single last game.
Hey,
in
these guys
years.
are some jokers, man.
What is
I'm trying to have a nice moment. I'm trying to have a nice moment.
D+.
Come on, boys. It's just Vic. It's just Vic. 13 elims on the game. To be honest with you, though, all things considered, this is a huge, huge jump up in money. For your winners of the 2025 PMGC Bangkok, Thailand, is none other than Alpha7!
Let's go! That is how you do it. Alpha7 finally getting the global championship they deserve. Let's take it on over to the host to wrap things up.
We have our champions! The 2025 PUBG Mobile Global Championship, it has been won. What an incredible journey. What a dominant performance. And what a moment in PUBG Mobile history. Look at their faces, the elation. They can't believe it. Taking a moment here on stage before lifting that trophy.
และในตอนนี้นะคะในที่สุดเราก็ได้แชมป์แล้วนะคะกับแชมป์ PUBG Mobile Global Championship 2025 ค่ะและช่วงเวลาประวัติศาสตร์นะคะของ Alpha7 Esports ค่ะ
PUBG Mobile fans around the world, Bangkok, make some noise for your champions, Alpha7 Esports!
ขอเสียงดังๆให้กับ Alpha7 Esports
You can smile now because you've been finally able to become the PMGC champions. Look at that, Max. In first place, 142 points, clutching up when they needed to.
I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that